Welcome to the Online Success Journey podcast, your opportunity to discover and learn from entrepreneurs like yourself. This is not your typical podcast, but a place where you can get the real story and find out how real people encounter speed bumps and detours, but journey through to find success. Now here's your host for the Online Success Journey podcast, Patience.
Hello everyone and welcome to Online Success Journey. This is episode 31. Are you ready to join the clan? Today we have Tarun Stevenson. Tarun is a coach, a speaker, and a teacher. Hello Tarun.
Hi, good morning, Patience. How are you?
I'm fine. Hello. In the UK, we are actually 8 o'clock, and there in Australia, it's good morning to you.
Yes, sorry, I should have said good evening, shouldn't I?
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Business. Okay. Okay. Tarun, here in the clan, we are very anxious to hear your story. So let's get started with the basics. Can you tell a little bit about my clan, about your background, what you did before you started your online business? Take us right up to the last job or business you did before you're online.
Sure. Well, my background is in teaching. I worked in schools as a classroom teacher, but I moved into the field of behavior management, so working with children who find it difficult to, fit into a regular school situation, and behavior becomes somewhat of a problem for them. And as I was working with many of these children, I realized that much of the behavior difficulty that they have comes from difficulties in their home life. Either it's a lack of good parenting, or the parents don't have the skills to help their children in the way that they needed to. And so I wanted to find out if I could start helping adults in the same way. And I guess that's how I got into coaching, and I got into the John Maxwell program to become a coach, was really with a desire to help adults to develop their own growth in their life and become successful contributing adults. Because often we go through life, and you go through school and you might learn to read and write, but nobody tells you the basics of how to develop yourself and becoming a successful contributing member of society, unless you've got a good family life that will tell you that. And so I really wanted to, put myself in a position where I could help adults wherever they were at to go to the next level in their personal development.
Wow, that's a good background, Tarun. So help us connect with you. Tell us one thing, either a business or a personal, that we want to know about you.
About me, so,
Yeah.
well, as I mentioned, a John Maxwell, a coach and motivational speaker. And in my business, I work with individuals and business owners in identifying their obstacles or their challenges for growth, and then through working on communication, thinking skills, and also relational skills, helping individuals and the organization move to the next level in their personal growth. I work in a variety of modes. I do public speaking, and I do group and individual coaching, but I also work online as well. And I'm developing an online business where I have courses and webinars online to interact with people outside of Australia.
Wow, okay. So did you have any difficulties setting up your online business, translating from children to now adult? Did you have any problems? Any
Well,
failures?
I I think with everything in life, there is always a learning curve, and it takes time. And I would say that I'm still on a journey. I love the title of your program is the Online Success Journey, because that is life essentially. You don't become an expert in anything overnight. It takes practice, it takes study, it takes discipline, And so with my online business, that has been the same as everything else. It has taken time. I've had to do a lot of research. Some of the challenges was building a list and I guess developing a marketing strategy for my online presence. And but like everything, if you persist with it and you persevere and you take the time to learn, then things will grow and develop as you go.
Wow. Okay. I know the clan is anxious to hear about how you go through this in part two, but for now, tell us, what do you think at the moment is your success online? What is your number one secret of being now successful online?
I think online there is so much noise and there are so many people vying for attention that you have to have your own story. You have to know who it is that you are and what it is that you're trying to achieve. It's not enough just to copy somebody else or be like somebody else. I mean, I'm a John Maxwell trainer, and I do use a lot of John Maxwell material and resources, but at the same time, I can't be like John Maxwell. That's not me. I need to be like Tarun Stevenson, and I need to find what is unique for me. And I believe that in finding what is unique for me, that is how my online success has developed and keeps developing. And yeah.
So, what is so unique about Tarun that we haven't seen yet?
What is unique? Well, I
Yes.
think what is unique in many ways, there's nothing unique about me. I mean, we are all doing similar things. And I mean, this is what you notice about online marketing and a lot of the online businesses is everybody's saying the same thing in a slightly different way. So the information is all out there. What makes you unique and what makes me unique is my personal story. I have a personal story that nobody else has. And so just to give you a little bit of background before I went into school teaching, I was struggling with clinical depression and I was finding it hard to get work, and my marriage was in trouble, and I was finding it difficult to be a good parent. And through my journey in helping myself deal with that, so to find strategies of how to think differently and how to use my mind to change my outcomes, I was able to bring myself through that. Um, I'm happily still married to the same woman today. I have 3 happy, healthy children.
Oh,
I
that's
have
good.
achieved an education degree and a degree in theology, and then I've developed into a personal coach and trainer. And so this has been a long journey for me. It's 7, 8 years I've been on this journey, and so I guess what makes it unique for me is my personal story, and that would be the same for every one of your listeners. Um, we're all doing similar things, but what makes it unique is where you've come from, um, and what you've gone through, what your personal experience is. I looked on your website, and I love that you tell your personal story of your mum and dad passing and getting your own plot of land to sell egg plants, and
Wow.
that's your story, and that's wonderful, and I think that's what
Thank
makes
you.
everybody unique, and that's what's appealing. Online marketing can be so a lot of the time so repetitive. You go to websites and they're all saying the same thing because nobody's telling their own personal story, and I think that's really an important aspect of it.
Wow, thank you for sharing. Okay, Tran. We know here the online one, everyone wants their needs met, their problems solved. Also here, my client are hungry entrepreneurs wanting to the same thing and also
Sure.
looking to move their businesses forward. So what is your focus or specialty online?
At the moment, my focus is on putting together some online courses. That's my focus, and so I'm working with a marketing expert on putting together an online funnel that will help with getting my online courses
Okay,
established.
for
Yeah.
adults. Okay.
Yeah, for adults, that's correct.
All right. Okay. So, where do we find this adult setting up guide? You said you have a goal setting up guide book.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're interested in goal setting, and I mean, it's this time of year, isn't it? January, and everybody's setting goals and New Year's resolutions. If you go to my website, leadcommunicategrow.com/grow me, one word. That's leadcommunicategrow.com/grow me. I have a goal setting guide that your listeners can download for free. I also have a audio teaching by John Maxwell on the 15 laws of growth, personal growth, because really personal growth is what it's all about when you're developing your business. Focus on being the best person you can be, and the rest of the goals will take care of themselves.
Okay. Clan, Tarun is going to hang out and share more information about his journey with us. If you can relate where Tarun started his travels so far, or if you just want to learn more about Tarun, you can listen to the extended version of his journey at onlinesuccessjourney.com. If you are listening at the onlinesuccessjourney.com, by clicking on part 2 of Tarun's journey, you'll get even more tips to help you with your own journey. If you are struggling, you have a child, or you're not working out at home, you can always follow him and give him an email, and he will sort you out. So also check out an online success journey, and you'll get all our links and all our podcasting there. Okay, so check out Tran's program setting guide that you said leadcommunicategrow.com/grow me. Wow. Clan, that's a wrap. Success is a journey. Patience and Tarun. Join us in part 2 at onlinesuccessjourney.com.
This is not the end of the journey. We hope you've enjoyed listening to part 1 and want to be sure you know there is a second part to this and every journey podcast at onlinesuccessjourney.com, filled with even more success tips, uplifting stories, and even a bit of fun. There are dozens of episodes only available to the members of the Online Success Journey clan. Check out the website and click on Join the Clan for more information. Patience would like to thank you for listening to this podcast, and she has a free audio gift for you at her website. Go to onlinesuccessjourney.com for instant access to this gift. Of course, you know that listening to the journeys of others helps each of us chart our own path. So make sure you're subscribed to be notified as each new interview is posted. There are so many ways to stay connected to the Online Success Journey and to listen in. And if you're enjoying the podcast, we appreciate your help in telling others. One of the best ways to share the benefit you get is to rate and review it at Stitcher and other sites by clicking the stars or completing the ratings form, by clicking thumbs up and leaving a comment on YouTube, or liking and sharing the podcast on social media. To review the podcast within iTunes, simply open iTunes to the podcast, click on Ratings and Reviews, then write a review. On behalf of Patience, and until next time, thanks once more for listening. It is our hope that this podcast will guide you on your own online success journey.